Jack, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, Tommy.
That was an example of the questions we'll be answering in this video. Because this is a special episode.
Today, I'm going to restart that. It didn't make sense. Guys, today, we are going to be answering your questions. We've done this before. We're going to be doing it again. We've got a bunch of questions that you guys asked us on the Patreon.
Oh my God. You guys loved it when we did it before. Genuinely, Jack, I had fans coming up to me going like this in the street. Do it again, Tom. Add some more questions. Add some more. They were choking me out.
People did enjoy it last time. So we have a bunch more questions that you guys have asked us, and we're going to be answering them. And you know what? We figured out we got a little group chat over on the Patreon now. It's kind of like a big Discord server. We might even get a couple in live.
In it, I love texting my fans.
So if you want to ask us some questions, please do join the Patreon. But it's fine. Here's an hour free for you of us answering your questions.
Shut up.
I'm talking.
Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I'm talking. Shut up.
But before we start, we have a little bonus for you. In just a couple of hours after this video is posted, on my second channel, we're going to be posting one of our Jacktivities. Now, every single month we do one of these on the Patreon, but we figured for those of you who weren't quite convinced, we'd post one so you could go check it out and see what you think and see if it's for you. So go check that out after this because it's a hoot.
I'm talking. Shut up.
And Jack...
Thank God you remembered the intro. I almost forgot.
But Jack, genuinely though...
Yeah?
How are you on this fine day? We've had some nice sort of spring rolls just now, haven't we? They were bad.
They were
not
great.
nice.
I've learned chopsticks is pretty
Guys,
bad.
don't go to the Brighton chopsticks.
Don't go to any
opened on
chopsticks. I
Church
think
of
they're all
Squares.
bad. They are a bit shit.
Chopsticks, you couldn't pay us $1 million to sponsor us. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Panda Express, PF Chang's will take you.
Kokoro.
Kokoro? Sure, Kokoro's fine.
That's
That's
Wagamama. Can
Japanese,
you
though.
imagine we get a Wagamama sponsored? Love Wagamama.
That'd be great. And they have partnered with influencers before, but we don't need to talk about that
Yeah, but
today.
you can right off
We've
chopsticks.
got your questions.
So we have
Thomas.
3 tins, surface, shallow, and deep. Let's start with a surface question. But who knows, it could get deep.
It will, because I've got the deep tin right here. So it'll probably get deep when I go in that tin. What's the surface level question you got for us, Tom?
Oh, this is so... Man, I'm bored. Who's your main in Mario Kart?
Well, no, because Mario Kart World's come out now, and I don't have... Because there's all
We
sorts of
haven't
new
been playing
crazy
it.
characters.
Because my Switch is in the pub still.
Oh, did you not go grab it?
No,
thought you
'cause
grabbed
the
it.
pub's not open until 3, and oh, now it's 3, and I could have gone.
Well, like afterwards, it's
I
a
might-
reward for later.
My main is Lakitu. And no.
Me too! Oh my God, yes! I was about to say Lakitu.
Oh my God, should we get like naked and cuddle together?
No, what is that? You did that the whole tour. You just randomly ask. It was weird.
No, just for warmth. Cuddle for
But
warmth.
this was the logic. But you'd be more warm if you had clothes on.
We wouldn't. I'll put it in there for now. Right, you take the tin. I prefer when you do the questions.
Okay, I'll have a look for a surface.
I got one. I've got Power NG.
Yeah, it's all my gambling luck.
I lost like 100.
Yeah, but I'm up overall. Chrissa, I believe that said. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. What song and/or album has been playing in your heads on repeat these past few days?
This, you go.
La 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 lava. Ja, ja, ja. That's only because right before the episode you sang that though, so it was stuck in my head.
Jack,
From the Minecraft movie.
that might have been the funniest ad-lib.
That'd be a huge clip, bro. I'm clip
ever
farming.
done.
I'm the clip, bro. They call me the clip because I clip farm so hard.
The funniest ad-lib we've done in the podcast yet, Jack.
Bro, your hair's out with the clip, bro. They call me the clip because I'm so clippable. And in the modern world, that's wealth. You know, in the past, they said health is wealth. Now, clips is wealth. You want bare clips. Gra, gra.
The Crux by Joe, because I just went to see him. I've been listening to that album lots. And obviously People Watching by Sam Fender.
I've been listening. Oh, you know what I've been listening to a lot? I'm still on my Alice Phoebe Lou kick. I've been listening to Dirty Mouth by Alice Phoebe Lou. It's a great song. There we are. Should do another surface level one before we move up the tier.
I've got a surface level statement for you, Jack.
What? You spilled water all over yourself because your bottle's broken. Charlie Slime School, man. This stupid Charlie Slime School merch doesn't even work.
Yeah, don't buy this.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
Will, I'm thinking about coming to Brighton for uni. Should I do it? Tom, I'll pass this to you since you spend so much time on campus. It's just a laugh.
That's not even true.
Brighton's a great city and it's got a great uni culture and you know, there's not a lot of nightlife for the students and stuff. Also, now I should admit to knowing this because I've never been a student here, but I've been to the student bar and it's very cheap.
Have you?
Yeah. I was bewildered, mate. Right, Brighton, you can't get a pint for cheaper than like what, £6, mate. I went to the student bar at Sussex Uni because
You went to the student
I'll tell you
bar
what,
and
I'll tell you what.
You're having a go at me, and you've been.
Harry, our good friend Average Harry, his brother runs the poker society at.
Did you say that?
I think so. I think
Okay.
that's known. I'll ask if we shouldn't, but he runs the poker society at Sussex Uni, and they were doing a charity night, and he's like, "I would love if you came along, Jack." And I went, "Of course, for charity." Went downstairs to go to the bar because it's at the uni, you know. Fucking like £3.50 a pint. Fuck me.
£3.50.
It was like £4.50 or something, but still, I mean, like, you know,
That's solid in Brighton. £6 around here.
yeah. I was blown away. So cheap pints too. So maybe
For the
maybe it's a
record,
good time.
I've never even slept with anyone. I don't even know why I did that. Don't.
Good to know. Good to know that you never slept with anyone. Should we move to the shallow questions? Are you grabbing another one?
I'm having a look to see if. Why are you putting the questions back
sorry, I
in?
put them
We've
back,
already
yeah.
read, you knobhead. Tom, would you still do the podcast if Jack were a worm? No, Mayan, because they'd be fucking shit. Stupid
That was
question.
good. That was nice.
Stupid question.
Your
I have
microphone's a little
$7.
high.
What should I spend it on? The Patreon, you knobhead. I'm rattling through these.
What's this? What's
Do
this
you
segment?
have any guilty pleasures that you're a bit embarrassed of, like music or weird food combinations?
Wanking. Probably a bit embarrassed, but it is a pleasure. What about you? What?
I just didn't expect you to. It was the sort of cringed look on podcast director Mirren's face when you said wanking. She cringed, looked at you, looked at the time, and then started typing on her laptop. And I thought, this isn't going well.
No, look, it's normal. It's part of monkeys do it. You ever seen a monkey having a rub? They do it. Chimps and stuff. So it's clearly natural and part of life. So I you know what? It isn't even a guilty pleasure. It's just a pleasure. I don't feel no guilt at all, no shame. For
I feel
having
any shame.
no. I'm allowed to have a wank. I don't know why. No.
But I've never heard someone talk
You
about
sent me
wanking
on
with-
tour for 2 fucking months. What else was I supposed to do?
Shut up. I've never heard
My
someone talk
girlfriend
about...
was at home. God, I don't know. I don't know what you expect from me. Wanking. It's great. You should try more. Maybe you'd be a bit happy. Maybe you wouldn't be depressed if you wanked a bit more. Or the dopamine. Maybe that's what you need. A bit more dopamine from wanking. Are you done? Let's have a surface level question. What was this one? Shallow. This is
You
somewhere in the
never heard
middle of
someone be
surface
so-
and deep.
Wow.
For Tom specifically, great. Jessica asks, do you have a preference between being called Tom or Tommy by fans? Since you said you're pulling away from the TommyInnit persona more. That's a very apt question. That's
Do you
a
know
very
what? People have started
well-thought-out-
calling me Tom, and whenever they do, it freaks me out.
Wait, what? I thought you preferred. Over the course of the tour, you would say to people, like, oh, I go by Tom.
Yeah, only if I know them.
Oh, you don't like it when strangers do it?
I don't.
Because you do have the channel Tom Simons, and I call you Tom on here all the time. Like,
Yeah, people start calling me Tom, but it's when I've not been on the internet, so people go Tom, and I go, what? It freaks me out a bit. I guess I don't even know, you know. Either's fine, but it kind of freaks me out more when you call me Tom. I like my favourite is when I walk past someone and they go, TommyInnit.
the full
I
name.
like that. I get full named a lot.
Government, yeah.
I get TommyInnit.
You get full named a lot. I get my full government 24 fucking 7.
Right, let me hit another surface one.
We gotta go to deep eventually, though.
What is
bro.
your favourite kind of cheese? Fuck off.
Whoa! Mature cheddar. But like vintage mature, like really, really mature cheddar.
Yeah, mature cheddar, actually. I agree. Do you know what? Can I tell this anecdote? Yeah. All right. When not long ago, I'd done a little something that gives you a real food craving.
Sure. I you know what? Oh, they'll be scratching their heads figuring out what that might be.
I'd done it, you know. I'd done a little, and I got home and I ate tons of cheese. And I was like,
I've known.
but here's the thing. After the whatever little bit of fun I'd had gone, I still have a craving for cheese. I've been eating cheese like
How
mad.
much cheese did you get through?
I got half a block of cheddar.
Fucking hell.
And now I've got another block of cheddar. And now, guess what, Jack? Usually I'm having my ham sandwich. I've been fucking upgrading it to a ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh, of course.
And then I have a carrot on the side, and it's just this mega meal.
Mate, you ever had just cheese and pickle sandwich?
I'm not having pickle. I'm not a fucking nonce, mate. Why would I have pickle?
Oh, no, don't. It was, mate, on the LNER train from Leeds to London, fucking hell, they do this like cheese and pickle sandwich. It's banging. It's like £6 meal
Cheese
deal.
and pickle. That is a proper stinky old man sandwich.
Don't give a shit. It's delicious. Also, can I just say, there's a friend of ours, you might know this story, so you might know who it is, but I won't name them. But they went to Amsterdam and did a very similar thing because of the customs of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And there's obviously so much cheese as well. They have the cheese shops,
course.
right? They do all the Gouda. He bought a wheel of cheese to take back to his family when he got home, and we were in Amsterdam for 3 days, and by the end of the trip, like he bought a big wheel of cheese, and he kept getting high and just snacking on cheese. And by the end of the trip, he got through. I'm not going to tell you now.
Is it Harry?
No. But he got through the whole. It isn't. He got through the whole wheel of cheese, the entire wheel. He somehow managed to snack on through. In the night, he'd wake up high and he'd snack on cheese. Got through a whole wheel in 3 days. That was mad. Anyway, we should do a deep one.
We should. I'll put the surface on here.
Deep. Right, let's have a read. Ooh! This is a really good one. Very relevant to me right now because I've been thinking about this as well on my to-do list. Evie says, I started practicing transcendental meditation about a year ago after watching David Lynch's video on it. Changed my life. I was wondering what your opinions were on meditation and if you'd tried it before. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I've tried meditating.
Have you really? Or
Yeah.
are you going to do a joke?
No, I did it for ages in 2022. And I was very stressed when all the Gideon drama was happening. I'd sit in my horrible Belfast hotel room and imagine a better place. And then I'd open my eyes and I'd be in Belfast and I'd scream in horror.
I forgot you were in Belfast and that kicked off.
Oh yeah, I had to fucking it was horrible. That was a horrid time.
That was the first time anyone had really gone for you, wasn't it?
That was my big loss.
Yeah.
That trained me for what was to come.
Yeah, fucking hell.
That was horrible, Jack. That was genuine. And I just posted my first tribute to Technoblade video.
So what did you do? Well, what kind of meditation do you practice?
No, I'm talking about the drama. But
oh, okay.
I've just posted my tribute to Technoblade video. Oh no, you don't want to hear it. No, you don't want to hear it.
Well, I know this. And they asked about meditation is all.
I did this one where you imagine you're in a different place. And then I set a 5-minute timer on my phone and you imagine all the smells and that. And then you wake up. I did that for a while and it was wicked.
Was it good? Did you find it useful?
Yeah.
How come you stopped?
I don't know. It was one of those things you just trying to get out of the habit of.
Sure.
It was great. It really especially because I have a rapid brain that's always
yeah.
So it was good to and it worked too.
The times I've done little bits of it, like guided meditations online and shit, I find them very useful. Yeah. I've never tried the transcendental stuff, but I saw the same video that you're talking about. And there's a David Lynch school of transcendental meditation in Brighton.
Really?
So yeah, you told me about it. You were the one who told me.
Oh, it's one approved. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. But it's on my. Once I got back off tour, it's like, oh, that's on my list of things to attend. So it's on my imminent sort of things I want to. Because I find everything.
My dad's
David
really
Lynch,
encouraging me to do it.
Yeah, your dad. Encouraged us both. I think he was the one that found it, wasn't he? And I seem to think everything that David Lynch has ever taught has really, really resonated with me in a way that I think if this worked for him, it's probably going to do something for me. So I want to have a go. I mean, that's why we got a fucking picture of him on the wall.
Did he have ADHD or something?
I don't fucking know. I didn't know him, but
I just didn't know if that was a common thing you Google.
No. He was Natasha Lyonne's neighbor. They lived next door.
Really?
Right before he died, they had a talk about AI. Apparently, she posted about it the other day.
What did David say?
He was actually more on board with it than you'd think.
Really?
Yeah, he's really on board with he was. It shocked me how on board with it he sounded. But I think she was also under flack for some AI stuff, and people were like, "Is she just using David Lynch to try and get out the flack?"
Sure.
I didn't read enough into it to know, but yeah, because I saw a video the other day of Tarantino and David Lynch talking about digital versus film.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Lynch was super, super fond of digital. He thought it was like the best leap in technology ever. So he clearly was someone
he
who
had his arms open, didn't he? To change.
Yeah, he really welcomed change in the way that Tarantino really was like.
Right, do another deep one.
He wouldn't even do change in fucking language. He wouldn't. You know, Mr. fucking slurs. Anyway, well, he would, wouldn't he?
No, true.
Okay, God, this one's deep. Where do you draw the line between consciousness and non-consciousness? E.g., humans, animals, bacteria, plants.
This is the thing, isn't it? Because Venus flytraps, do they have feelings?
I don't think so. No. I don't think so.
We don't know.
What? No, I think we do because they don't have a brain.
But they have a mouth. Ish. It looks like a mouth.
Yeah, it does look like a mouth. But I don't know.
They're 2 eyes away from being a thing.
I love your sort of like scientific basis for the world.
What?
2 eyes away from being a
I suppose a
thing.
nose as well.
I don't know. That's a really difficult question. It's a bit broad. It's like, where do you draw the line for consciousness and non-consciousness? I think there is possibly a definition there. I think there's maybe like,
If it
it's
could
like
feel
what
pain.
is it like? Where do you feel the line of like
Maybe.
empathy for a thing? I think that's maybe a more interesting question. Like, at what point does a creature not display enough intelligence for me to feel empathy for it? Like in a way that I'd probably step on an ant, but I wouldn't stomp on a dog.
The ants feel pain.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh no! I bet that because I feel bad now for any ant I've ever stomped.
In it, this is what I'm saying. It's like that's a more interesting question. Where do you draw the line of like conscious suffering or like intelligence?
One time I was at my mate's house when I was about 10, and there was this big ant pile sort of under a drain,
Yeah.
and I poured a load of water on it, and all the ants came out, and I properly felt like God. I was in charge of these ants, and then I went.
You abused your power
This
for
is
evil.
wrong. Yeah, I
That's
abused
wrong.
my power for my own entertainment, like the Romans with the gladiators. I swore from that day forward to never abuse my power for my own good. I didn't stick by
So it
it.
comes to getting a free Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
Not giving your mate Jack one.
then I'll do an Instagram story.
But no,
I reckon animals,
that's almost too difficult to answer.
animals
in brief.
and humans are conscious.
What about like fish? Would you eat a fish? Hey, have you been fishing with me?
When I was in Mexico and and when I went fishing with you, we were in Mexico. And me and my dad had one of the best moments of my life. This turtle swam up to us. Like in a movie.
I know about this.
But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
came out and it was the most magical moment ever. And then we got on the board. Have I told the story on the podcast?
I think you might have, but like really, it might have even been so early. It might have been like a test episode that never got released.
Well, we were in Mexico, and I'm going to tell it now.
Tell it again because
It's one of the
like at
best
least
moments of my whole life.
it's
Me
been
and my
almost a
dad,
year.
we went out on this sort of rocky fisher boat with a load of people. And we went out. This all gets to having sympathy for fish, by the way. So we got out into the middle of the ocean, and we were it was like a snorkeling thing, and you had these things on. We were looking around this lovely coral reef in Mexico. But I don't know if you've ever. It's one thing getting panicked, but getting panicked when you're in the sea, I don't know if you've ever felt it, especially when you're really far out, is one of the most intense senses of panic and dread you can ever feel. I felt it, and it was horrible. I've only felt it that one. I felt it a couple of times when we've been really far out on the paddleboard. That sudden urge of, I need to be on land right now. It's like an instinct, and I properly had that. So my dad went, okay, we'll go back. And it was a damn shame because, it was a great day. We got right back to the boat, and it was just the fisherman on the boat. The rest of the tour had gone off. And my dad said, Tom, come down here. Come down. I went, what? And we went underwater and right next to the boat. Shit, you're not as far away from me as you. Was sort of sideways like this, a turtle. Massive turtle. Or tortoise. And it had loads of fish swimming around it. And it was like grabbing at them. And with its hands.
Yeah.
And it didn't see us. And it was right in front of us. And my dad leaned over and touched it. And then it looked at us and swam away. And I remember it being the most magical thing I'd ever seen in my life. I can think about it like if I shut my eyes, like I was exactly there. And then we got back on the raft, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. And then this guy started slicing open fish, and I burst into tears because it was horrible. And that's when I went, I suppose I have sympathy for fish. But then again, there's the thing, I have sympathy for cows, but I eat them.
Well, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, we've changed the question a bit. Should we go? I reckon we should go back down. All right, this has gone really intense.
What do you think? Do you have
the capacity for? I do have empathy for things, but there's some level at which point like something doesn't display enough intelligence that I lose it, or like conscious, or like supposed consciousness. But I don't know where that line is.
I wish I was.
It's somewhere around like fish.
I wish I was strong enough to be a vegan or vegetarian. But meat's just so sick.
fucking nice,
it's so
isn't it?
good,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well
Yeah,
good.
So
I
good.
couldn't turn it down.
What I reckon is, if all the meat starts going, or some climate thing happens, and everyone starts posting on Instagram, oh, we all need to be vegans for a bit. We all have to. I'll join the cause. I'll be with them. I'm not going to be selfish about it. But right now,
I think that is happening.
yeah, it's not on my feed. But I tap not interested every time I see it. It's like, a little bit longer, please, a little bit longer with pork. I love pork and steak. But when that happens and everyone does it, and everyone's like, we're all burning down, we all need to stop eating meat, which probably will happen in our lifetime, I'll give it a rest. Or if a really good artificial meat pops.
Yeah, it's still not quite happened yet,
Have you tried Quorn? It's all fucking...
Quorn?
Quorn is rank.
You're on about Quorn? Quorn is
Quorn, yeah.
You're on about Quorn with a Q?
Corn, yeah, corn beef. It's fucking
Quorn. It's not corn.
It's obviously not with a Q, mate.
It is with a Q. It's called Quorn. Am I insane? It's
Quorn.
It's Quorn.
It would not have gotten mainstream if it was called Quorn.
It's Quorn. It's
Quorn
called Quorn.
is the
I'm like looking around the room to double check. It's called Quorn.
It's called corn beef. Quorn beef.
Corn beef is a different thing, Tom.
Corn beef would be... that is the meat of paedophiles. Quorn. I'm not eating pedo meat. Oh my God, I feel like such a...
Corn beef is a different thing. Like, that's the thing in a can. Like spam, almost. That's corn beef.
That's spam. You're thinking of spam.
Oh, corned. That's weird.
It's corn. You call it Quorn.
Yeah, Quorn.
Fucking no wonder no one's
That's
joining
you as well.
No one's joining your stupid vegetarian movement because you're eating shit called Quorn. Quorn. Fuck's sake,
It is
Jack.
called Quorn. It has a U in it and everything. It's not even K.
Here's what you do. This is the test. Type it in Google
Quorn.
Translate and then see how it
true.
says.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hang on. Translate.
Everyone knows this settles an argument.
It does. This is a great idea, Tom.
Thank you.
What?
you.
Why is...
I'm glad that even in our times of great tension, we can agree.
Oh, typed it wrong. Quorn. Are you ready? Oh, my sound's off.
For fuck's sake.
Quorn.
Why did it moan it? Why did it moan it, man?
Let's try that again.
Quorn. Quorn.
Why is it sexual? Why is your Google
Quorn.
Translate?
That's saying Quorn,
Mate,
though.
your Google Translate's all turned on and that.
That's Quorn, that, brother. Anyway.
No, I'm not eating. This is why no one's joining your movement. Call it something awesome like Shockwave. Or like
they did
lightning fast.
They did Impossible Beef, didn't they?
Impossible's not cool. Mission Impossible's cool. Tom Cruise is cool. But
Cruise
Impossible... Cruise beef. Yeah. Or like a super mega diamond beef.
Just fucking grab a question. Super mega diamond beef.
Favorite animated movie and series of all time? Up. Thanks, Pidgey.
Oh, all right.
What's yours?
A favorite animated movie? Oh, that's difficult. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say WALL-E, but like I'm not 100% sure about that. I'd have to think for longer. And then series. Maybe BoJack Horseman. That was a really good animated series.
Yeah, I need to get
very,
into that.
very good. It's worth a watch.
If you could be the first person to discover anything for the first time, what would it be? Well, fun fact, Vanilla Sky, I already was the first person to figure out if you put a little intro at the beginning of your VODs, they get more views. So that's what I found out. Jack, that might have been the coolest rebuttal I've ever done.
Let me read that question again, just quickly. Sorry. Like, the wording of that is if you could be the first person to discover anything for the first time, what would it be?
Time travel.
It hasn't been fucking discovered yet, you mug. How do I know? I haven't discovered it.
No, a bit of time travel or flight. No. This is what I always used to do at school.
I've not discovered it.
This is what I would love, is if I had the Force. I always at school, whenever the teacher was talking in like year 4, I would put my hand up and go like that and try and imagine I'm controlling them.
I'm not even joking. There's a guy on Instagram Reels, he has it, man. He has it. I don't know how he does
You
it.
stupid, Jack.
No. I've seen it and it's magic, bro. He's been practicing for years on Reels and he was like tense really hard and try and shift things and it wouldn't work. And nowadays he just like reaches his hand out and things move. And he even
because he has a bit of string on them off camera.
Here it is. He put something under a glass. How'd he get the string through the glass, bro? He's moving it in the glass.
Because it's probably AI or CGI or animation.
It's real, bruv. It's real.
Why are you saying bruv?
He's really...
Don't say...
He's got powers, man. He's got actual powers. He's got powers. I saw this guy and all the comments are like, yeah, energy is real. You just need to know how to tap into it.
I'm telling you, when I was at school doing that with the Force, I'd love to have the Force and just be like, what's that? Or some 11 shit. Come here. And I've got it in my... Or Matilda, she was sick. Let's not forget Matilda, the original 11. The original strong girl.
But yeah, that man has the Force on Instagram Reels. Some people know what I'm talking about. Jinx, what would you do if you both woke up as women?
I've heard women say that they hold their boobs for comfort, and I would do that because that sounds awesome. I would love to... What?
Of course, the first thing you say was, touch boobs!
No, but not in a sexual way.
In a comforting way. A nice, lovely
if I
way.
just have a bit of more warmth on around my heart. That's what boobs are, aren't they? Warmth around the heart. I'd do that.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't know. Panic initially. I'll be honest. Like if I woke up,
Guess what you do for comfort?
No, it wouldn't comfort me though. That would be half of the distress.
Sure.
I didn't have those when I went to sleep. Like I think I'd be panicked. I really don't know. I don't even know where I'd begin. I'd go find Eleanor and just I'd go, oh, how do you even do this? What do I do now? I ask if I could borrow some clothes. None of my clothes would work.
I'd probably get really, really anxious about my incoming period. But then I'd remember Jack's going to soak up all the pain.
I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but I actually am going to take all the pain. So
I would
get
really anxious about the period I'm going to have. I'd get a tampon in there for safety. Because I'd just be like, "What? I don't want blood.
Could come any day now.
I don't want blood coming out."
Well, you've not had a cycle up until now, so you don't know when it's going to kick in.
Any moment now.
You could wake up mid-cycle. That's horrible.
Oh, okay. What if you woke up and you were a woman and you were having a period?
What if you woke up and you were a bloke and having a period?
Oh no, that can't happen. That can't happen.
Blood out my willy.
No, don't.
I'd go to the doctors.
No, seriously. If you if you woke up and you were a woman and you were having a period, what would you do?
Go ouch, ouch, ouch. Probably.
No, but would you freak? That would scare me.
You would freak out.
I would freak out.
You really would.
Do you know how horrible that is? I feel so bad. Love you, ladies.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What the fuck is that?
This is mental. This is in fucking surface level, mate. This is a novel. Right, hang on.
Okay.
This is from Friend. That's the name. You are stuck in a time loop. The time loop could end at any moment. Could last 3 days or 30 years. You don't know when it will end. How many days would it take for you to do something crazy? Say you steal a car and rob a bank. The day resets tomorrow anyway. Or maybe this is the day it will end, and you have to live with what you've done. Do you take the crazy risk, or do you spend potentially the rest of your life reliving the same boring day over and over again? You cannot die.
I read books. Not bad.
Oh, I get it. So you're in a time loop for a day.
But if you start being a cunt, it could end that day, and then you've done a load of. So you can't go around killing people to see what it feels like, because then you might be a murderer.
Well, you'd be taking the gamble of because it could end that day.
Yeah.
Then, no, I'd probably do like pretty inconsequential stuff. Then I'd do stuff that like if there was a consequence, I could do. I wouldn't do nothing illegal or nothing, but I would like.
I would probably
Like I'd probably have a few days off.
No. You know what I'd do? I'd have a few days off, then I'd read books for a while. Then this is what I've always wanted to do if I was in a Groundhog Day scenario, is I would like. Do something weird but inoffensive. Like, this is sorry for this example. Like, what exactly would I have to say and do for us to sleep together? Like, if I bought you some roses and then I said this compliment and then the next day I'd try it again, but I would try a different compliment or maybe wait a few more seconds.
I really don't think that's going to happen.
I know you don't, but when I have an infinite time loop to practice, okay, I promise you, I'll get it down to the science. First thing I have to do is like run to here. I have to get like your dream gaming PC. Then I have to get you like 8 roses. Then I have to like, I don't know, fucking lock Eleanor in a cupboard. Then I have to I don't know. I figure out all the exact things I have to do for us by the end of, maybe not that, but it was something.
Maybe not. Or maybe something else or something.
Or it would be something I'd want to know. Like, or maybe like for you to go walk into the sea. What exactly would I have to say to get you to do that? I'd try and figure those out.
I remember seeing a hypothetical that was like, for some reason, it reminded me of that, which was like, would you accept the power? I can't remember what you got. It was like, you got £1 million, but you could see above everyone's head the percentage likelihood that if you asked them to have sex right now, they would.
Oh my
but
god!
It'd be everyone. It'd be your mum. It'd be like
but your mum's gonna say no.
You think so? But like, what if she sat at like 2%? You know what I mean? Like that. Like, you know what I mean? I know. But that was the hypothetical. You got £1 million, but you can see the light. And like, what if you go to see your friend one day and you dress a little bit nicer and it jumps up to like 80? Like, you would just deal with knowing that all the time.
Is it that they're definitely gonna have sex with you?
It's the percentage chance. So if you say,
but I don't think that's how it works.
No, I would take that
immediately. Yeah,
but like anyone you see ever, You can see above their head. If you say, should we have sex right now? The percentage likely chance they would say yes.
Do you know how handy that would be? It would save me so many things where I get really confused. Because flirting, Jack, flirting is this whole thing where you say what you mean, but you don't mean it.
Like your nan would have a percentage above her head.
Yeah, but not with. She's not.
And like,
gonna shag
hopefully
me.
it'd be 0, right? But what if it's 40?
You're
Like,
it's
you
not
don't
gonna be
know
40.
that. That's the gamble you're
then,
taking.
Jack, just don't ask your nan to shag you.
No, I know.
You
But
just hang out with your nan less if she wants to shag you, Jack.
No,
That's it.
Obviously,
Do you know what I mean?
you wouldn't ask her. But what I'm saying is, I hate the fact that I would know.
That wouldn't bother me. I'd see that my nan has 50% over her head and go, right, I'm going to see nan less.
Yeah, but no, that's horrible.
What I know.
What if I start? What if you look at your dog and it says 100?
Well, Betty's humped me before, but that's a power thing. Not sexually. She's done it when I was like a kid. She was a nonce, if anything. Jack, what I'm saying is, do you know how difficult flirting is, right? Where it's not that hard. It is so hard because you have to say what you mean. Oh, but guess what? You don't really mean it. It means something else. And also, when you're in a club and the music's loud and it's like a bit of that, what does it mean? None of it makes any goddamn sense, Jack.
Okay, here's another.
If there was a thing where it said, they fancy me, they don't, I wouldn't have to bother with any of this.
What if? Okay, here's a crazy one. What if you take that power though?
Yeah.
And so every time we do the podcast, you can see my percentage, and it's usually really low. But one day you come in and it's super high. What would you like? Ask me a question? Would you be like, "You good today?" Like, or would you just ignore it completely? Or because I think like that's the question. Like, if I saw that above your head, like most of the time it's like sat at a solid 10%. You come in one day and it's 90 for no reason, and I'm thinking, what am I wearing? So and I want to know,
and I've had a whole time loop to get it there.
Yeah, and I want to know, but I've not like asked. I'm like, I go, "Oh, are you all right today?" And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm like, shit, I need to figure out what's happened.
I tell you what would fuck me up is a stat above your head of either how much they like you or how funny they think you are. That is what would kill me. I'd hate that. Imagine I came in one day and I was like a 10%. You'd be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I don't mind if you're going to shag me, but if you didn't find me funny, I'd be miserable.
I just really wouldn't like knowing that, like, how much, like...
Okay, does your nan want to shag you? Because you've brought up this hypothetical like 10 times.
No, obviously not.
That's the only worry you have is that your nan wants to shag you.
No, obviously not. But at the same time, imagine someone who's dear to you in your heart, who in your head is a 0%.
Like your nan.
Like your nan, for example.
Stop, what? You're
like,
just worried.
What if you develop the power and realize the whole time, your whole life, she's been at a 60?
But this is the thing, Jack. You're from Mansfield, where that's sort of common. Where I'm from, that doesn't happen. All right. Okay?
I just think it's nasty, man. It's nasty.
I would 100%.
And I'm sorry if my nan watches this because I don't think she is at 60. I'm just like, what if it happened though? You know, it's one of those horrible things.
It's all right. Maybe she just having a bad
that was
day.
not a shallow question. What it's done to me is horrible. This should have been.
Okay.
This should have been in deep.
Would it shag you, or is she having an intrusive thought about shagging you?
No, maybe it's like they would. They'd act on it.
Obviously, your nan's not going to shag you and act on it.
Some people's nans would, though. There's some pervs out there, man. The world is dark.
Stop calling your nan a pervert.
I don't think my nan is a pervert. I'm talking about the high, like, but the problem
just
is,
stay away from them then.
You know what it is?
Stay away from your noncy nan.
Right now in my life, I don't know who around me is a perv, and I don't want to know.
Someone wanted to shag you doesn't mean they're a perv. A family member wanted to shag you.
Yeah, it does. That's what I'm saying. Or like, if you wanted to shag me 90% all the time, I couldn't do this no more.
Well, it's fine. Just don't.
I couldn't do this no more. If I looked above your head and it was 99% every day.
12%. That's what we are right now. If you looked at my head, it would be 12%.
It's not a we thing, it's you.
It would be 12% of my head for you right now, Jack. 12% if you ask me. You got 12% shot. Right?
I wish you hadn't told me that.
See?
I'd have a million my answer was I wouldn't take that power.
I'd take it immediately.
No one even asked us that. Should we do a different...
No one even asked us that.
I asked that. I thought it'd be funny. God, that was horrible.
I forgot no one asked that.
That was a horrible.
I forgot no one asked that.
Fucking hell. Oh, okay. This is more serious. Keelico? I think. I'm not very good with names, I apologize. How do you get over the early everything I make is a bit shit phase of starting something new, like content creation or comedy or whatever else? I don't think you've ever heard that. I think you always thought everything you made was sick.
Yeah. No. What? So ask it again. What? How do you get over thinking everything you make shit?
Yeah, in the early days of making stuff. I'm not sure you've actually dealt with
I
that.
actually generally...
I think you've always thought you could.
I've always known I can get a lot better, but I've always tried to make it as true to me as I'm making it.
Yeah. I think that's one thing, knowing that you'll improve. And that the best way to improve is by doing. So even if you genuinely feel what you've made is shit, that's not bad. Like, shit doesn't mean bad because it's a learning curve.
Innit? Just look
My
at
early
people.
YouTube videos are fucking terrible.
Mine aren't. Just look at it.
I watched one just a second ago. It was...
No, but they have just...
There's soul to them, though, and that's the thing.
If you see something in it, like, you can do it. So just look at people and then copy them until you're them and then change things along the way. Because you just, as long as you're yourself, like, it's sick.
I think...
But I get... Oh, sorry, you go on.
I think what's important is, one, I think, recognizing that even if something isn't where you want it to be right now, this is a step in getting there. And that the process is important. And that it doesn't really matter. Like, everyone's made shit. I've made shit. You've made shit. Like, everyone has. As much as he doesn't say
No.
he has.
Here you go. No, I definitely have. This is the thing. I have made shit. I have. Like, loads. But just because you feel bad about something doesn't mean it is bad.
That's true.
And just
One
because,
thing.
like, right now...
And also, it's only shit in
When I
hindsight.
was 16, I'd look at my videos from when I was 14 and go, oh my God, these are completely crap. My videos now are the best thing I could possibly make. And now I'm 21 and I look at my videos when I'm 13 or 14. I go, oh my God, they were so sort of innocent and there was so little ulterior motive. They were just to make a video. And then I look at my videos when I'm 16 and go, oh, I wish I'd have stayed more true to myself around here. And I'm sure when I'm 25, I'll look at what I'm saying right now on this podcast and say, you know what I mean? But like, as you but like, at one point I thought it was terrible, and now I can see that, oh my God, there was actually all this value in it that I didn't realize. And it's just knowing that just because you feel something doesn't mean it's like, it isn't true, especially if it's a subjective thing, like, is this good or bad? It's just not, that doesn't matter.
Good or bad is such it's so
two
subjective
people
as
can
well,
go
eh?
into a fucking cinema and one can leave thinking that was the you've left a movie theater before and argued with someone because they haven't thought it was the same thing as you. Like, my advice actually would be, generally, everything you do, approach with, don't compare yourself to other people, and approach with compassion, and just try and open your gates to take in inspiration from other people where it comes from. But as a viewer, be a viewer of people and argue with your mates all day about, oh no, this YouTuber is better than this one. I want you lot to argue all the time about how, if you think someone's good or someone's bad, or and that's brilliant. But don't put yourself in that mix, because you are only you, and just only take the inspiration you get. Yeah. And I think that's what I would say. Yeah,
don't strive to be other people, strive to be what you're inspired by, which isn't necessarily the exact thing that someone is.
Yeah.
That's good advice. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Also, I wasn't trying to knock you when you said you hadn't made shit.
I
didn't want you to come off overconfident.
No, I was playing into it. Don't worry.
You were, and I
just watched my Rank Skywars montage from when I was 4.
You know what? But it did have a lot of soul.
Do you know what I mean?
But
when we were
funny.
16, we wouldn't have acknowledged that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is great in its own right. Everything's great in its own right. That's the beauty of it. That's put me in the mood for this.
Bit of a deep one.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a little bit.
Let's do it, but then we're going back to surface.
Sure. This doesn't seem very deep at all. I don't even know what it means.
What is it?
Adam asks, if you were able to sleep anywhere, brackets, disregarding realism, where would it be and why?
That just got put in there because of the words disregarding realism. Like,
what does that mean? Like, is the answer like a cloud? Because that's not realistic, but it looks really comfy. Is that what he's saying? The sea?
Or you can fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah, the sea would be a big one. If I weren't going to drown.
There's no wrong with my bed, you weirdo. My bed is a sick place to sleep.
Good,
it's comfy. And you know when you sleep on planes for so long, or like on tour, you really realise how sick it is that you lie all the way down. I sleep on my bed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No, let's do another deep one. That was crap.
No offense, Adam, but
I'm sorry, Adam.
that
Maybe you thought it was deeper than we did.
Oh, fucking hell. I found another paragraph.
All right, let's do a paragraph. Read it. Go on, read it.
Phoebes
Wreckers
says, do you believe in legacy? And if so, do you ever feel as though you are striving to create something that you will never fully get to experience? I have a friend who's obsessed with the feeling that she needs to leave something on Earth to be remembered by, whereas I'm just grateful that I have got to experience existence. So I suppose, are you interested in leaving a legacy? Is like sort of the crux of that. I think. That's what I took from it.
Are you going first or should I? You go first. I always go first.
Yeah, I think I do feel an urge to do that. I feel like...
You don't get serious when you start doing your... Sorry, I shouldn't have acknowledged that because you were giving an answer. Sorry, go ahead.
I think yeah, it does matter to me in a way that I don't quite understand fully. But like, I do always feel like I've not done my thing yet. Like, I always feel like I've not quite achieved what I want to be remembered by quite yet. Like, I'm like that one YouTube guy, but I don't feel like I've really made a mark in the way I would like to. I'd love to be like, I don't know, I think about like, even as silly as like Tay Zonde made fucking Chocolate Rain, and Chocolate Rain was the thing and everyone remembers it, right? Like, it's silly, but it's a legacy in a way that like, I don't really know I don't think I have a thing yet. I don't know whether it's good to be remembered for one thing. I don't know if that's right, but like, I do feel like I would love to have like a thing that I go, that was my best work ever. I don't think it's happened yet. And that's sort of beautiful because I still have something to strive towards. So I'm sort of glad that I feel that way in a sense. But I definitely feel that I do want to strive towards it. But I wouldn't say at the same time, it's like my primary directive. Like, I feel like you, I feel very grateful to have been put here and been able to experience so many things. And selfishly, I think I would rather come out of life having had the best experiences I can. And then as a byproduct and a bonus, have a legacy for it to be remembered by. But I wouldn't say that it doesn't matter to me. It definitely does in a capacity.
Nothing wrong with your leg gyrating, by the way. I do love it. I'm sorry I acknowledged it.
Yeah, it's all right. No, I
could tell it was the wrong thing to. Please keep gyrating. No, wiggle, bro. Wiggle.
It is like once it stopped. It'll kick.
I feel really bad.
You don't have to feel too bad.
I would say for my answer, like, do you know what? Because I think I get much more obsessive with my work and projects and anything than you do.
More than I do.
More than most people. I know, actually.
Yeah, I think there's a type of person that you are. I've met a few of people like you. And I can't name what it is.
But there's not, a lot. But I feel like I'm super special and cool. But but I just like, I don't know, because I've thought a lot about what happens after I die, after techno. Like,
yeah,
a lot
of course,
about that.
Right.
I mean, I have my list of tweets that will go out. But when I die.
And he has like such a legacy, right? Like,
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But like, I think, okay, I'll put it like this. If I knew I had a week to live, I would write an extensive Google Doc of what I want to happen after I die and what projects I want to be finished and how I want things to be released. But I don't really think I'm bothered about legacy. Like, most
of his legacy. That's what you're
No,
for,
okay.
Right?
In that case, I'm bothered about what happens to my channel and image after I die. But
that's your legacy.
No. But hear me out.
Okay.
What you said, I don't feel, because I think most of the things I've done and most of the things I want to do, I do from because I know selfish sounds bad, but very selfishly. Like, I really want a YouTube rank. And right now, I'd really like to know what it feels like to tell my comedy to like 10,000 people or, 5,000, or even just like to do a comedy set that feels electric to 100 people in a room and just to be on that room. I'm very motivated to do that because I reckon that would be amazing for me. Obviously, it'll be sick for the crowd. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do murdering if that was amazing for me. But like, basically, consistently, my motivation has never really been this will be nice to someone else. And legacy is kind of about how's everyone else going to remember you. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather I really like
What is comforting, just quickly off of your point, that you said then was like, I was sort of like, I don't know if I've done the thing that I'll be remembered by. But like, also, you mentioned techno. I was like, he has such a legacy, but I wouldn't pin it on any one thing. His legacy is being Technoblade, right? And that made me feel like, oh yeah, it really can be a collection of stuff.
In it, but we don't even know what we've done because I'll think all this stuff and then I'll speak to someone and one person will completely
it matters
change my
so
mind.
much to other people.
We're too like young. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and also like the stuff that doesn't feel big to me is big to other people. Clearly, because people tell us about it.
I would like to just fucking do things for me, really, and then it's handy.
I think that's the best way to do things. But also, like, sometimes.
A lot of those are always centered around like work or I guess career or creative projects and career or whatever. But it's equally as important to me to fucking have a kid and a family and lie down and settle down. Do you know what I mean? And, have a nice house, like, and that's always, And my goal at the moment is to keep all of them on balance because I go a bit wrong when it all becomes one, one thing. Should we do a surface one?
Yeah, fucking.
You have a go.
Don't make me think about my life too much, man.
Let's talk about your nan wanted to shag you again.
No,
sick.
That's horrible. Don't even mention that.
You brought it up, mate.
God, some of you guys are fucking names, eh? Ultraviolet Butch says, favorite quick and easy meal for when you're lazy AF and don't want to actually cook, but you know you need sustenance.
Toast and Marmite.
There's not much sustenance to it, though.
Marmite.
Yeah, it's just fucking yeast, brother. Yeast.
Toast.
It's just bread.
It's yeast, isn't it? It's all yeast.
It's a lot of
Fucking
yeast.
yeast, man.
Yamming bare yeast for no reason.
I love me. I love my meals so much. Again, I really reckon I'm a
Your
super
what?
taster. My meals.
Oh, your meals. Yeah.
When a bit of pasta. Oh, yeah, that's a bit nice. Then a bit of broccoli from the freezer. Oh, genius. But wait.
From the freezer?
Yeah, you put broccoli in the freezer.
No, you don't.
Frozen broccoli.
Why are you getting frozen broccoli? Buy fresh broccoli. It's going to be nicer.
Yeah, because this is a quick, easy meal because I have some broccoli in the freezer. I can just grab it out and put it in. You've never had frozen broccoli? Are you stupid?
No, why would I freeze my broccoli?
No, you don't freeze the broccoli. You buy it in a bag. It's little broccoli
Yeah,
things.
but why would I not just buy a fresh head of broccoli?
God. I don't know. So, because it's a quick and easy meal. I'm not going to walk to the shop and get myself a fresh...
No, but I usually have one in the fridge. They last long enough.
You always have a broccoli in the fridge.
Yeah, I eat broccoli a lot. It's one of my favourite veggies.
She's sick in it. And this is why I don't get an inside out that the whole thing is she hates broccoli. Broccoli's amazing.
American media really brainwash kids into not liking broccoli.
Broccoli's legendary. Anyway,
really good.
What do you mean you always have a broccoli in?
Because I eat broccoli a lot, so I always have a broccoli in. And then when
stuff, would you ever just be eating it?
No.
Sometimes I just eat it.
I was about to say, my main meal.
Legendary raw.
It's so stupid. My mum used to make it me free.
I haven't finished mine. Yeah, I haven't finished mine. Stop, Jack. Stop. I haven't finished mine.
Okay, sorry. I'll get it. Well, this is to explain why I have broccoli all the time in a minute.
I cut some bacon into slices, put that in with my frozen broccoli and thing, and then grate cheese on top. Oh, pasta cheese broccoli. Oh, man.
Is there sauce for the pasta? What?
No. Raw dog it.
You cook some meals, man.
It's a comfort meal. It's quick and easy.
No, to be fair, because I'm going to say mine is just proper comfort meal and it is shit.
What is it?
I do the chicken super noodles. Just some I just get like the pre-cooked chicken that you can microwave. Because I'm scared of cooking chicken sometimes. If I'm trying to be quick, it's like, I'd rather not.
Scary.
I've seen Harry almost kill himself 3 times with air fryer chicken.
It's terrifying.
And then I'll boil up some broccoli, mix them all in with a bit of soy sauce. I do super noodles, chicken and broccoli. It's like a poor man's stir fry. Like, I'll be honest, my mum used to make it for me as a kid.
I think I
love it.
I've told this story, but I got bullied at school for my meals. I think I've told it at the beginning. No, because one Christmas, we did this lovely thing where we all had the meal we wanted. I think my dad had a curry, my mum had a barbecue, and I had pasta, cheese, and broccoli. I wanted it on Christmas. So I told everyone at school, they're like, what do you have for Christmas dinner? I was like, I had pasta and broccoli. And then they were sort of going, pasta and broccoli. This is in year 11. I had 100,000 subscribers, and everyone at school was calling me, pasta and broccoli, pasta and broccoli. And I was sat thinking, they don't know I have YouTube rank. Jokes on them.
For years of school, I got it worse. I love tuna pasta. My dad makes a great tuna pasta, and you can buy these at Bird's Eye. You know, the tuna people, Bird's Eye. They do this, these Bird's Eye little pasta pots. It's like a little bit of pasta. It's like only big. They look like a fucking cat food pouch.
Ugh.
They look so much like cat food, and they're a bit fishy because
Did you bring it in?
I used to take it to school for my lunch. My mate's like, "You're fucking eating cat food, mate. You eat cat food every lunchtime. What are you? Fucking, can your mum not afford normal food?" Fucking cat food, mate.
You probably got bullied at school because you're always bringing up that your nan wants to shag you.
No, I used to get bullied for being gay, which is great because I'm not gay. That was the best part. Well, there's some debate, but I mean, but I really didn't think I was at the time.
No, you can't in Mansfield. It's not
very true.
Real there.
No, I know.
You do look a bit gay.
No, fuck off. Do I look gay? All right, I'm in my cardigan right now. Sorry, I'm a slightly gay cardigan. But, you know, with my necklace on. I've got my necklace under my shirt.
Jack, there's nothing bad looking gay. Nothing, but most of our mates look gay.
Well, most of them are gay.
Precisely.
But this is, but for
That's
most
how I know
of year
I'm not
7.
gay. I don't even look it.
No, you could be.
Really? I'm one earring away.
No, I don't think. No, the earring isn't what does
I do
it.
not look gay. Look at me. Do I look gay?
You could be.
How?
Could be.
How could I?
I wouldn't say, like, I'm not saying, I ain't saying, like.
Wait. You ready?
That added to the whole
Gay.
Yeah, that made it more gay, I think.
Genuinely friends with so many gay people.
Oh, you saved it. I have black mates, you know, fucking hell. Fucking hell, mate. But, I was bullied for being gay, not for fucking, what was the thing you said?
I wanted to shag your nan.
I don't want to shag my, you
made that very clear.
It's horrible.
You're the one that kept bringing it up.
No,
God, I hope she doesn't.
The whole point was how mortified
I hope she leaves
I'd
one
be.
comment that says 80%.
Mate, if I would be, I'd throw up. I grabbed a new question without even realising it. I unfolded one, fidgeting. Jess asks, how did you and crew design and make the set look so good? Which, thank you, first off. We didn't do loads of it, did we? We
didn't really do anything.
I think I set right out the outset when we first started planning it a rough vibe. I sent like a couple of images in of like, I would like something that looks roughly like this. And then all the rest of the work was done by Mirren and Tori.
Then you got all funny with your cameras. Oh, we need to have this specific lens so the lights behind us blur slightly. Oh my God,
it looks lovely.
That's the difference, isn't it, Jack? Every fucking meeting for months. Oh, we need this specific lens. How much does it cost? Oh, a couple hundred. Couple hundred for a bit of a lens on the end of a camera.
And that's why our podcast looks better than all the other fucking shit podcasts.
Like what? Name a podcast we look better than.
All of them.
That was a nice little.
Yeah, right. What should we do now? What next?
Keep doing a service.
Actually, you know what? You know what I want to do? I think it's time to prove to you that we love our $7 patrons and that you should fucking join them. I'm going to ask them 4 questions live. We're going onto the Patreon app. I'm just going to message right now and ask.
Oh my God, wait.
What?
I just remembered that we can message our fans. It's amazing.
Shut up.
What an amazing feat. Wow. I'm going to be
I've messaged. We are recording right now. Ask us questions, please. It's Jack, by the way. They never know who it is because it's on the account. It's never him, though. It's always me.
I'm not logged in. I hate engaging in the community virtually.
There's someone in our Patreon group chat who just has a profile picture of Average Harry, but they go by Average Barry, and everyone like is a big fan of them in there. Everyone's like, "Oh, Average Barry is here," and it's just a picture of Harry. It's not like
read us a question.
No one's got back to us yet.
Yeah, this is sick.
This is why we need more patrons, guys. It's not as active as I thought. Oh, all right. Someone replied, no. The only reply is from Ellie Stewart, no. Someone else asked, why? Why? Fucking give us some questions, man. All right, we'll read some more, and hopefully when I get back to that in a couple of minutes, it'll have something. Right,
Shallow. I want to do shallow.
Mirren, when we got a proper question, shout us. Caitlin, how do you find a work-life balance? Where do you draw the line between work and fun/real-life things?
We are bad at this.
We're both very bad at this, especially this job.
Don't put it back in there.
The problem with this job that makes that slightly exactly that is that like part of our job is often doing things that are fun. So then sometimes when you go and have fun, what we suffer from really badly, especially when we're doing all the vlogging, was the ability to go do a cool thing and not feel the urge to pull out a camera and film it. Like, it was really, really difficult.
Even at Universal Singapore, I was like,
in it, like, you go and do a fun thing and you're so used to filming them that you're like, and you're with your friends who people love seeing on camera, you're like, fuck, this is, you feel like you're wasting an opportunity because not everyone gets together all the time. But it's a bit, like, silly.
Yeah, I don't know. I've in the past year stuck to a very strict working, being available from like 10 till 6 on the weekdays and then weekends being unavailable, which works because that's what everyone else does. But now at the minute it's summer and the next few months I'm like doing less. But I don't know. That works.
Well, yeah, that's good. I've also started trying to have weekends. I'm not amazing.
Not having any social media on my phone. But this is the thing. We have a weird, like, that's not going to apply. I guess.
Yeah, it's very unique. The one thing with this,
we are so freaking unique.
We're so freaking unique. The one thing about this line of work is because, especially when we do the vlogging's the worst of it. When your job is film your lifestyle, the line between what is life and what is work gets really fucking muddy. And it's like, so that nowadays, like that, because I do a lot more of like the sitting at my desk, like going on the internet type of content on the second channel. And then we do this, which is in an office 1 day a week. We know which day we're going to film. It's a lot easier. But even still with the podcast, the one issue that I'm finding is you have a story, you do something and you think, I need to tell this on the podcast. And that's at least there's a separation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still something we struggle with.
For me, what I've started doing recently since back from tour, which works very well, because it's much more programmed in my instincts now to fucking film a YouTube video than it is to unpack the dishwasher. besides the podcast, which is like weekly and it's in my calendar, I try and keep it clear. I just do anything that's not work for as long as I can, and it's like pulling back a fucking slingshot, and then it gets to a point, and then I just have to. But when I have to, it's good because I'm doing it because I really want to, not because I feel like I should.
Yeah, I filmed one of my favorite videos I've done in a while. It was just a little announcement for a thing on the second channel. I had the week off. You know, I said I had the week where I just played Xbox. On that Friday morning, I woke up at 5:30. And I was like, I need to film something. And I had this idea that I was going to film in a really weird, creepy style. The announcement that I'm doing like this channel giveaway video. I'll explain it to you another time. Some of you will know. It's not relevant, but I filmed this little announcement. It's only like a minute and a half long, but like I had to get it out of my system. And because I really wanted to film, I didn't film it in like just like a talking to camera way. Like I did it in this really cool style because I felt this like itch.
It's good to let the itch build, I guess.
Yeah, what I'm learning is I need to like sometimes step away from work because when I then come back to it, I do my best stuff.
Innit? You know, when you sleep, your subconscious does shit.
Fucking genius. Right. Mirren, do we have any questions?
Well,
Are they
you
giving
look
us
on
any?
your phone. You've got your phone there.
Yeah, but Mirren can tell us.
It's quite hard to come in quite fast. Eric Carter says, what do you smell like?
What do we smell like?
Do I smell good? I've heard I smell good.
Let's smell each other. I'll smell you, you smell me.
Oh my god! Wow, 90% right there, man. Oh my god, that was erotic.
You don't
I'm
smell
not even
very
lying.
much. I couldn't really smell you. Maybe my nose. I've got hay fever at the
You
minute.
smell very nice.
Thank you. I wear a lot of after. Do you wear a fragrance?
I did for a while, but I've stopped now.
I didn't expect you to be the type, and not in a rude way.
I smell like me.
You don't smell bad. You smell absolutely fine. You're very neutral. You just smell like.
What does my house smell like?
Harry lives there.
No, only in the basement does it smell like Harry.
It creeps up, but but so rude. I love how we just both accepted that. But I wear
Don't smell me again. That was erotic.
I hate that you've done. Don't tell me. This is the whole problem I have with the percentage.
Not even going to give you $1 million quid either.
I don't want to know. I didn't feel the anyway.
Would it be a live counter? Would it have gone?
I have like some Gucci fragrance. That I wear. That's what I smell like, but I couldn't tell you what it's. Something Neroli, I think it's called.
Look, you go on your phone and have a look at them because you'll be able to read all the bullshit.
Okay, fine.
What's to cut you out of the job, Mirren? But
Greg's sausage roll or a pint? Fucking easy, mate. A pint. Thank you, Warren. What about you though? Probably the sausage roll for you, really, isn't it?
No, a pint.
It's even a pint for you.
What, over a Greg sausage roll? A pint of cider would be lovely.
A fucking Greg sausage roll is banging though.
It's like
closer than I made it sound.
It's £2 and then a fucking pint £7. This is just a matter of savings.
No, oh my, all right.
It doesn't matter. Americans
that's a good one.
know
How has
Greg
touring?
sausage roll?
Listen,
but our amazing Australian fans will.
How has touring changed you as people?
It's made me a lot more independent. So like things that I would never usually do, or I'd be like, Dad, can you help me with, such as taking my fucking washing to the doing my own fucking laundry and doing all that bollocks, and a lot of that. And you really, it's honestly a lot of the stuff I've not understood from being an only child, I've understood from touring. Like you really,
it becomes a family, eh?
It becomes a family.
There's a family dynamic.
You really
that builds.
get that you have to like look after the people around you in a different way that I've never really known.
Yeah,
but it's also made me much more. Like I always have a shit suitcase. My suitcase is never laid out properly. And I always think I'll just stuff it in, it'll be fine. And gradually over the 2 months, it get worse and worse. And on the last day, my suitcase almost broke on the very last before the flight.
Oh yeah, it did. Fucking
because I'd stuffed everything in. And it made me go, oh my God. Every day I've had like 20 minutes. It started as 2 minutes. By the end, it's literally 20 minutes of trying to shut my suitcase. If I'd have just made this better, it'd be better. My whole thing would be better. So the first thing, the day we got home, I just took everything out my cupboard and resorted it into like a really easy way. All I've been doing is sorting because I'm like, oh my God. It's kind of just re-taught me all the most obvious things.
You basically just learn like how to live a bit more efficiently.
You learn the shit that you were doing when you were a kid that then you forget when you go to uni.
It's the same as like, genuinely, especially for you, because I find it's like it's really forced you to become an adult.
Yeah, it's
like,
aged me up.
It's aged you up a lot. I found it makes me like, it really makes me appreciate like it's a different way of looking at the work we do, right? Because it's very, we're still going out and like performing, like we do on the internet. It's a very different way of doing it. It really makes you appreciate like
it's unreal.
It's a really and also just the ability to travel for that long and makes you more social. But also you've got to build that family dynamic
really
with
miss home
complete
and
strangers,
really miss people as well in a different way.
Yeah, you miss people, but then also like I think what I find is it's like your ability to become instantly like open up to strangers, because you meet these people and you're like, I'm going to be living with you for the next 2 months. We've got to like get on and sort of like be close.
Like, because it's only Jack I have around me, I maybe like ordinarily, if I'm feeling really down, wouldn't have to have a chat with Jack about it. But when you're in the fucking middle of America and there's no one, you let your walls down around people you wouldn't usually.
It makes you more vulnerable.
And then it gets easier to do that with everyone. But like, you know, because it like works. So I could talk for ages about the effect Turing's had on us.
Yeah, we could go forever.
It's full on.
But we're running out of time, so I'll do one more. It's a quick one. What is your least favorite font? I'm also going to throw in
Papyrus.
That's so funny.
Why?
Because they said, I hope it isn't Papyrus. I'm not even joking.
Papyrus is so bad.
And then they asked us when we get McKenna Grace on here.
Oh.
That just came through. We tried. It was a great shame. She ended up getting busy because she's filming at the moment. She was supposed to come on in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But then because she actually has
I've just finished the Hunger Games book that she's in.
Well, she's not in the book. She's going to be in the movie.
Yeah, no, she is in the book because I know it's her. You know, it's her. I imagine
in your head, do you picture her?
Yeah, I do now. So it was an incredible read.
Yeah, we did.
I've never read a book.
We got to hang out with her, bless her, but we didn't. She didn't get on the podcast, but she does say she will do it. So there you go. That's our promise that it will happen someday.
We have solid banter with her as well.
It'll be a great episode. It really will. It'll be really. We got a great strong dynamic.
But guys, we have even more strong stuff over on the Patreon. We've got tons of these deep tins to go through.
We got deep tins. We got questions coming in live that we can read more of. And if you want to be here, chatting in this chat, sending us questions live, interacting with us.
Guys, for God's sake, it's not a lot, is it, Jack?
Jack, it's like not even that much.
Can I be honest with you? I
think about all those days I had 6 beers. That's 6 Patreon subscriptions every time.
If you're a fan and you see me in person and you're not a Patreon, don't say hi. I don't like you. If you're a fan and you see me and you're a Patreon, come over. I will give you a hug. I will embrace you.
He'll invite you to his house and cook you dinner.
To my house. I'll cook you dinner. We can chill out. We can be best friends because I love you.
But there is some great stuff happening over there, and there's 45 more minutes of questions. So we will see you after we speak to the worm. I almost forgot again. How is the worm doing? Just as big and fucking strong as ever. The thing,
I'm so damp, man.
Is there lots of worms in here in a minute? Because I can see. Yeah, there's got to be. Because otherwise, this thing is like eternally long. I see it here, wiggling around here, up here, down here. It's fucking. How many worms are in this thing? Are they reproduced? There's 4. I think they've had sex. I think they've done worm sex and reproduced. That's mental. Well, they're freaky, freaky worms.
Can't believe you said your favourite guilty pleasure was masturbating. Weren't even 15 minutes in.
Was that this episode?
You were like, I love wanking. I love wanking. Doesn't everyone love
wanking?
No.
It's just fun. It's a pleasure, but it's guilty.
That was like the 8th minute in. You were like, I love masturbating. And then you're like, no, I'm not.
You're making it weird.
You're like, no, I'm not even guilty about it. We have an 8-year-old viewer, Jack, George, who met me in Manchester / Birmingham. Can't remember.
Well, I'm sorry, George. I mentioned wanking. Anyway,
8-year-old.
More questions to come on the
piece of shit.
Patreon.